TuneIn presents A Conversation with Normani.
Welcome to TuneIn Conversations. My name is DJ Reflex, and I'm so happy.
Name.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I made it up myself.
No, I love it. That's very creative.
We should just talk about how I got my name for the next 20 minutes.
Please.
I don't want... Nobody cares about that. But what they do care about is you coming by, and I really appreciate you taking the time
Of course.
to give some idea of your day. You've had a hectic day of promo.
I have. This is actually my very last stop. I was actually just sleeping like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. Good little power nap.
Well, we say we save the best for last.
Of course, always.
Man, thank you for taking the time. No, really appreciate you taking the
for
time.
having me.
I guess I should introduce
And thanks
you.
for the warm welcome. When I walked in, I saw my name.
On the
It was
TuneIn
like all
marquee.
lit up. Yeah.
Yeah, we care.
Thank you.
A lot.
Thank you. The warmest welcome today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I should probably introduce you to people that are listening without any visual right now.
Yes.
Normani Corday.
Well, just Normani. But that
Okay.
is part of my name. That's my middle name.
Yeah, I was so confused if it should be both because I feel like I've seen it in both shapes
Right.
online and such. So
No, definitely. It's I kind of just went with Normani. I decided to go with just Normani just because so many people butch my name, man. If they can't even
Yeah,
get
did I
the
butcher it?
first name right, I don't expect them to get the middle
it's
name.
Corday.
It is Corday. You
Yeah.
actually got that right, but
Yeah.
I've gotten Cordy, I've gotten Normani,
Yeah.
like Hermione from
That's
Harry
true.
Potter.
Yeah, you don't need that extra problem
No.
in your life.
No, one less problem.
I'm so interested in your journey to this point, not just
Mm-hmm.
the Fifth Harmony stuff, but I feel like just musically you come from the South.
I do.
And
Okay, you did your
which is-
research. Mm-hmm.
It gets deeper. We're going to get deeper than that. But I'm so interested in hearing about how you first fell in love with music.
Right.
And I know you started in the church,
Mm-hmm.
as many great vocalists do. Were you kind of properly introduced to gospel music as a young kid, just naturally through like family, or was that something that you were surrounded with? What was the
I would definitely say that my foundation, I was raised super religious, and my dad, he comes from like a Baptist church, my mom Catholic, but just even in the household, like my dad would play a lot of gospel music. Like even now, for me, that's kind of where I find my center.
Yeah.
And it's kind of me being able to meditate and just kind of recharge.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say that that's a huge influence into the person that I am today. And
Yeah.
even as a musician, like I love a lot of soul. I even take it back to like 90s R&B for me personally. That's what I grew up listening to mostly.
Yeah.
So like a lot of Aaliyah, a lot of Destiny's Child, Brandy, Monica, Toni Braxton, Jennifer Lopez. So those are definitely some influences that I kind of want to reflect in the body of work that I'm working on now.
Yeah.
And also the fact that I am from the South, New Orleans, Louisiana. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Obviously, jazz originated there. Sure. And there's so much culture. There's just so much history, I feel like. Even for me, I live in Houston now. I moved actually during the hurricane in 2005. So I've been in Houston ever since. I claim home as well. I have like 2 homes.
Yeah.
Well, 3 because I was born in Atlanta. But
Yeah.
moral of the story is every time that I even go back to New Orleans, it's like, I don't know, it's just such an energy. And even though the city's not the same in terms of, the hurricane,
Sure.
it's the people that make up the city.
the energy.
It's the energy.
Yeah.
It's so alive, even in its darkest times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Tell me, who were those gospel singers you heard as a young child? Like, who was like Clark sisters? It was
I love Yolanda Adams. I love Kirk Franklin.
Okay.
Marvin Sapp. I love Mahalia Jackson.
Okay.
Precious Lord. That song has definitely gotten me through some times.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I like Kiki Sheard.
Okay.
More like current stuff, I guess,
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted to say is I really like gospel music, I guess.
Amazing.
What was the point of that?
Amazing. So you're a Christian?
Oh,
Or-
it's funny you say that. Kind of.
Kind of. Okay.
Yeah, still figuring it out maybe a
No,
little bit.
and that's okay.
A work in progress.
And that is okay.
Yeah. But I did A&R gospel music and work in gospel music for many years. Yeah,
Look at that. That's dope.
Yeah, so there's that.
Amazing.
There's that.
That means something.
Let's talk about where you're at now. You just signed this awesome deal with a good friend of mine, Tunji, and
love him.
team at Keep Cool.
Yes.
The first artist really to this new concept, right?
For sure, yeah.
How does it feel just to be by yourself, focused on your music?
I mean, it definitely is an adjustment, but it's so exhilarating.
Yeah.
Like for me, I feel like because all eyes are on me, it pushes me and puts that pressure, but that good pressure.
Yeah.
That I need to push myself in ways that I hadn't been able to before.
Yeah.
So I'm just really excited to finally curate my own sound, whatever that may mean. And I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, I'm in the early stages, but just being excited for the growth and the evolution of who I am as a person and as an artist. So.
Yeah. Congratulations on Love Lies.
Thank you.
The record's phenomenal.
Thank you.
I didn't know, well, obviously, I recognized Khalid's voice initially just because, when I first heard it.
So distinct. Yeah.
But when you came in, the first time I heard him, I had to turn up. I wasn't near, like, the screen of what was playing and such. Just a phenomenal record.
Thank you.
As you still are figuring out, I guess, the sound, what was it about this record that, whether it was sonically or lyrically, that you kind of loved about this record?
Honestly, I feel like it's just the feeling that you get and the emotion of the record and just the soul and the authenticity. I feel like, especially for me, like with a lot of records I had been handed in the group.
Sure.
And of course, keeping in mind the brand and the identity of Fifth Harmony and who we were at the time. But for me, stepping into my own artistry, it's amazing that I have the opportunity to be whoever it is that I want to be.
Yeah.
And people are being able to see that for the first time, I feel. So just getting in the studio with another artist and friend that I really do respect. Like, first and foremost, friends.
Yeah.
That's the core and that's the foundation of what Love Lies is, I feel. Even being able to perform with him is just two friends having the best time.
Yeah.
And that's how we genuinely are. Like, what you see in the public eye is genuinely who we are. Like, even in the studio.
Yeah.
We have the best time ever.
And it comes out. You hear the authenticity and then the performance, and you see it too, like how fun it looks,
No, that's what it's about.
And I just think there's a beautiful contrast between your guys' vocals on that record. You know, it's such a minimal but pretty record. And you guys just complement each other so well.
Thank you.
So awesome. Congrats on the success of that.
Thank you.
So would you say that musically has set a pace for what you want your music to sound like?
It's definitely set the tone, for sure. And that's why I waited for some time. I didn't want to rush anything, and I wanted the first thing right out the gate that I came out with to be a representation of Normani and the things that I am inspired by.
Yeah.
I feel like we really had a sense of bringing that R&B soul back. And, with two pop artists, I mean, I'm not really sure if people really expected that, but those are the things that we love and we literally listen to. It's my favorite song.
It's a bit of a genreless record, though, to me. Like I'm not one to like try and overclassify or declassify.
Categorize,
But like it reminds me, when I first heard it, it reminded me of the feeling I got from. Do you remember the Gautier record? Does anybody remember the name of that record? Somebody, what was it? Somebody I used to know.
Okay.
There was, there's a male and female vocal, and that's like the obvious part of it.
Yeah.
But it's like this beautiful melody, and it's very strong, and it's just compelling when you hear it. It's a very first listen record. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that is a great compliment. Thank you.
Yeah. It was
and the fact that you can't really categorize it or put it in a certain genre.
Yeah.
That was the point.
That's a great thing.
Thank you.
So great start.
Thank you.
I guess, right?
Yeah.
What do you look for inspirationally outside of music? What inspires you on a kind of a day-to-day basis?
Ooh. Honestly, it could be anything. It could be something that a friend is going through. Maybe something that I hadn't necessarily been able to experience yet or gotten to. It could be me watching a movie.
Yeah.
I'm really into like the oldies, like Sister Sister, Fresh Prince, like a lot of the 90s stuff. So it literally derives and stems from absolutely anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the last film that you actually had time to go and sit down and enjoy?
You mean like in the movie?
Sure.
At the movies?
Or an old thing. Like what did you make time for? Because you got a busy schedule.
I feel like the last movie I saw in the theater was Black Panther.
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. That's a good film to make time for.
Oh my goodness, I had to.
Just one time, or are you gonna go back? Have you seen it one time or multiple times?
Well,
I know people that have like gone back like.
Oh no, for sure.
Many times. Right?
My friend, he is crazy. Not crazy, but he literally saw Get Out probably more than 6 times, and he's seen Black Panther about 8.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had time, I would definitely be that person as well.
Yeah. I was digging for stuff, trying to find some scoop on you like that that would be fun to discuss. The thing that stuck out with me was somebody said, or I read somewhere that you had turtles.
I do.
You do? You still have turtles?
Yeah. Okay. So they've been around for a very long time. I remember it was like in New York, and like on certain strips they have like the purses that you buy, like the designer purses that you buy.
Okay.
Not so designer, but designer purses that you buy. And I remember they were selling turtles. And I was like, Mom, can I get a turtle? And she was like, yeah. So we ended up getting 2, so one wouldn't be alone.
Mm-hmm.
And they've probably been with me since I was like a good 6 or 7.
Wait, what?
I swear. I'm not lying.
Are they, how big are they? Are they like,
I mean, they're
small?
they're pretty big. They are pretty big. I need to get I need to get a better tank though.
Turtles are water turtles, right? Because I'm from the desert where it's tortoises. I'm just recalling right now. So
you know the turtle with the red, what is it?
Haircut?
Red slider or whatever?
Oh, no, I don't.
Okay, it's a certain type of turtle, but yeah, they're big now. I need to get a better tank.
Are you an animal lover?
I love animals.
Dogs.
First and foremost, dogs.
Dogs are the best.
Anytime I see a dog in a movie and something bad happens, I can't stop crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have dogs currently?
I had 3 dogs.
Yeah.
My first dog since I was like 6. He passed away when I was actually on tour. And I didn't find out until a month later.
Did people keep that from you from like emotionally?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I wouldn't have been able. I probably would have left tour and gone home.
I'm not. I didn't mean to like laugh right now.
No, it's okay.
Was that like? Were you upset about that? Like that was kept.
You're
from
laughing.
No, sorry.
Do you laugh in serious moments?
Yeah, it's an uncomfortable thing that I do. Right? Were you?
No, I do the same thing. It's totally fine. I'm okay. I'm okay with it now. He lived a very, very long life, and he was actually the first dog that I could call my own.
Oh.
Yeah. His name was Pepper. He was a little Schnauzer Dotson mix, and he had the little mustache.
Oh man. So you're.
Oh look. You're laughing.
I'm just curious where this is going.
I have a necklace, and it's a little doggy bone. Is it this side or is it this side? It says his name, Pepper.
That's great. In honor of Pepper.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Forever and always.
Did somebody get fired for not telling you?
I should have fired my family. No longer my family for not telling me.
There's a show, Curb Your Enthusiasm, that I'm a fanatic of, and there's an episode where I think the main guy was his uncle or his mother passes away or something, and like they don't tell him because he's out of town, or they're like, we didn't want to bother you or something like that.
We didn't want to bother you.
Yeah, like we knew you were busy. We figured we'd just deal with it later.
Oh my gosh.
But you're bring it back. You're an animal lover, which is great. Do you like cats? High five me.
Sorry.
I'm an animal lover. I don't like cats.
Cats freak me out. I remember sleeping over at my friend's house once, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and her cat is big, like overweight. I mean, no, I'm not judging at all. But right next to my head. And I have allergies too.
Me
so
too. Well, for cats, especially.
I can't
eyes
breathe.
Itching, breathing, sneezing.
Stuffy nose.
Terrible.
And I just feel like they'll scratch my eyes out. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to make them out to be the bad guy.
No, they seem adorable for people.
Until they prove me wrong, then dogs all the way.
I'm increasingly becoming a more and more fan of you and your life.
We're the same person.
I wanted to ask, back to music.
Yes.
Out of Turtle Talk. Let's talk about your, I guess, admiration, respect for Beyoncé, because I think it's such a meaningful, it's like, it's ridiculous when she's in the room, right? Or when she's around. Like, it's just this presence that she carries. I've been lucky enough to DJ many parties for her and do plenty of, like, things with her that, like, musically, it's been a great part of my, I don't know, DJ life, right?
Queen.
Yeah. The performance at Coachella?
Yes.
How inspiring is that to you as yourself has toured and played giant venues and had that experience on stage, but to see that level of what she does, like, what does that mean to you?
For me, it means the absolute world. And I just feel like not only for me as an artist, but for me as an African American female, I just feel so like greatly represented.
Yeah.
And she's always had a way of sticking to what she believes in and creating conversations no matter the opportunity that she gets. Or whether it's on stage, like at Coachella. She's the first Black female artist to headline Coachella.
Yeah.
And so incredibly and gracefully.
And took it to a level that, like, is
like
going to be
Michael
ever
Jackson
hard.
type thing. Like Beyonce is really, she really is the queen of music, and I feel like nobody else could have done what she did on that stage.
Yeah.
And it's amazing too, like culturally, for me to be able to see just how Southern it was.
Yeah.
Like the drum line, the majorette. Like I grew up literally wanting to do the same thing in New Orleans. I would go to a bunch of like the Mardi Gras parades, and I would always see like the high schoolers like doing the majorette drill team, but I was never old enough to do it yet.
Yeah.
And then we had to move to Houston, so like
just a completely beautiful piece of
Right,
work
and
that
it's
they
so
put
true.
together.
It's real life.
Yeah.
For sure.
Can I throw some musical names? I'd love to get some feedback from you of what they mean.
Okay.
Daniel Caesar.
Oh my gosh. I want to collaborate with him so bad.
So special, right?
So special. I feel like he's definitely an artist that deserves to get more credit.
Yeah.
He deserves to blow up, and he can be one of the most powerful voices, I feel, of our generation. For sure.
Awesome. Justine Skye.
Oh, that's my girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like my boo. That's my sister.
Yeah.
For sure. Justine, so beautiful, so graceful. Amazing performer and amazing spirit as well.
Yeah.
I feel like she has an energy, especially when she enters a room. And she's just so beautiful and graceful and elegant.
She's sweet.
She's a chocolate goddess.
Somebody that just recently you've expressed, or there's the possibility it may have already begun. How about Missy Elliott? Tell me about Missy.
Icon.
Yeah.
Innovator. Has changed music for the better.
Yeah.
Paved the way for artists like me. And just legend.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott is an absolute queen, and I feel like she's kind of broken. She has definitely broken barriers, especially for women in the industry.
Yeah.
Considering it's such a male-dominated field.
Yeah.
You know, and she's killed it. She's inspired men.
Yeah.
For certain. So.
Yeah. She's created trends in everything that she's done.
Absolutely.
From visual to just
which are still
style
popping today. I was literally like dancing in my living room to Lose Control.
Yeah. Tell me a little about somebody that I just met today. Her name is Andrea, and it's your mother.
Okay. I was like, wait.
I just met her today.
Okay.
That was a setup right there. I was trying to
I
get
was
off.
like, am I sleeping?
Because she's been on this journey with you.
Yes, she has. My mom has been there since even before the X Factor. She has seen and believed in me so much.
Yeah.
Even being a little girl, and even in times when I didn't believe in myself and I was being very silly.
Yeah.
Because this can be a lot, you know, especially me entering the industry at such a young age, me trying to figure out who I am. And she's been there through absolutely every trial and tribulation.
Yeah.
This industry is cutthroat. It's tough. There's been times where I didn't think I would make it, but having her alongside me,
Yeah.
she made sure of it.
Was there a moment you mentioned, like when you were maybe not having the best moment in music in your career? Was there something that she said, or was there something that was told to you that you kind of held close, of like that it was like something special that you remember, like, yeah, that meant a lot?
Honestly, I feel like in any time that I get discouraged, it's always nothing's too big for God to handle.
Yeah.
They always take it back and remind me of where I come from and the things that mean most to me. At the end of the day, silencing everybody else's opinions about me that don't even really know my heart, but focusing on what's important. And I know my family loves me, and they're so
awesome.
proud of me, so that's all that matters.
True or false, your mother threw you into a pool when you were a baby so that you would swim?
She did.
Was that at like the 6 month, 8 months, or was that 2 years?
Bad.
we did it with my first son, who's now 5.
I don't condone this. I don't approve this.
It's the scariest thing in the world. How old? Do you remember how old she was?
She honestly was about 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months. My son is 6 months right now.
I could have drowned.
I was right there.
She was right there. She says, "I was right there. I was gonna give you CPR if things happened."
No, it would have been too late.
Yeah.
My little baby lungs.
Baby lungs.
4 months.
I was teaching how to fight, baby.
She was teaching you how to fight.
I wouldn't have been able to fight if I was on the bottom of the pool.
Perhaps the lungs strengthened your ability to project.
Sing. Exactly.
It's turned out quite well.
Thank you.
Do you? It's insane. We did that with my first child, who's 5, and the unfortunate part is
4 months.
He's forgotten.
Can't get over that.
He's forgotten. I have a second son now that's 6 months, and we were discussing. My wife asked me. She said, "Do you think this summer we're going to do that?" And I was like, "You're going to do it without me because I can't stand that. It's the most painful thing." Do you remember crying like when she was in the pool?
When she was in the pool,
Yeah, like when she was like when they were putting her under and like doing the whole thing, or were you just kind of?
I was right there.
She was right there. If anything was going to happen.
I wasn't gonna let anything happen to her.
Yeah.
I was right there.
Yeah. You were safe.
You swam.
I mean, I don't forgive you.
I think.
If that's what you're asking for. Definitely not.
Swam.
Is there like a timeline that you're trying to get music out this year? Or are you just taking it step by step?
I'm taking it step by step, trying to really focus on giving myself the opportunity to really just find myself as an artist. There's no need to rush, but I'm aiming towards the end of this year, top of 2019. So.
Yeah. Earlier you mentioned inspirations like Aaliyah and some 90s R&B and such. If you could look to the future and say, I would love for my career to be some type symmetrical to this artist that I admire. Who's that?
Can you guess?
Yeah? That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we
on B? I mean, we're going back to B, or are we going back to...
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, okay. I assume B, but like, it could go different ways because...
No, absolutely.
This is why I say this, because obviously Fifth Harmony is a chapter, but with this new record, I feel like you're setting yourself up to go very, like, any direction in music.
Right.
I was going to say Sade-ish.
Wow.
I mean,
is that what you get from
from this record?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I absolutely think Sade
That's
could
actually
do this record.
a first, but thank you.
Is it really wrong? Am I completely
No,
wrong?
not at all. It's just new.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
For sure. That's something I could dig into.
And I just appreciate her a lot because she disappears and then comes back with amazing music like every 8 years or something.
Right.
But like,
and she looks amazing.
Phenomenal.
Oh my gosh.
But like just the quality of music is there. So I'm so excited to hear where
Thank you.
we're going. So
well, for sure, like I said, having those influences of the 90s R&B and the music that I grew up listening to, because those are my favorite records and those are the records that make me feel something most. So that's what I want to be able to introduce to other people.
What's your favorite Brandy record?
Ooh, let me see.
He is. Okay, Cinema. Okay, like original Brandy, like early Brandy.
I'm a mess for you. Yeah.
Just gonna break it out like that. Huh? just gonna do
Quick
it.
little 5 seconds.
Do you remember He Is?
He is. Which album?
It was a gospel. It was essentially a gospel record produced by a friend of mine, Warren Campbell.
Oh shoot! No, I don't.
It was what was before Full Moon? Maybe it was Full Moon. I don't know.
Full Moon was.
It's this beautiful, like her
one of my favorite records.
Her Brandy's like stacks, like when she like her vocal stacks are crazy.
So warm, so rich. Have you ever?
Yeah.
Classic, of course.
Yeah.
Did you know? For He Wasn't Man Enough. For me, He Wasn't Man Enough by Toni Braxton.
Sure.
In the chorus, that's actually Brandy.
I did not know that.
Yes, go listen.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love learning
You're welcome.
so much.
You're welcome.
Again, congratulations. And thank you for coming by today and talking. I'm so excited to hear the rest of the music that you're going to be making.
Thank you.
And such.
I'm excited to create it.
Love
I
it.
can't wait.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.